and sisters, the team which makes us to be here is joy of being youth in the church. Meaning what is making you to be happy, to enjoy, to be always in the church, and different of what we can see outside. We are going to talk about it. So far, I will ask, Joanne to tell us her experience of being youth, being happy in the church.
My joy of being in the youth in the church is being nourished spiritually. So number one, we have mass, the youth mass, especially for the youth. Imagine that. So for me, coming from mass, especially being for the youth and for young people, where you can always speak without having to say, as in being free with yourself and with your friends, that one is a plus for me. And also, we get to animate mass. Mass for me is a very big thing for me. So when we are given the platform to animate mass through choir, dancing and stuff, it makes me feel I am a part of the church. Thank you.
So friends, the church is very fun. I reckon that if you come for the youth, I've seen fostered relationships from the youth. And the good thing about the St. Mary's or the church youth is that you are assured with the character of your girlfriend. You see, out there, you're not sure. You get a girlfriend, but you're betting on. So you're not sure of her character, but when you come to the youth, it's a sure bet. The odds are nice. You are sure this girl is spiritual, this girl maybe has nice reasoning. She will not do you that thing. So another thing is that when I was coming to church, in my early days, I used to sleep halfway. When I was going to remove sadaka, when I removed 20 shillings, I felt I had problems because I was removing less sadaka. So, but within time, the youth has helped me change. So the church helps you to change. Now I understand that even my friend maybe he was removing 3 bob and he was smiling better than me. I understand. Now these days I don't sleep in church. I go through the sermons. Again, the team building activities we have, we do different things. You get to know different personalities, and that's why the church comes in and becomes fun. I mean, on Sunday we use like 3 hours if you maximize our efforts, and that's not too much. You can spare 3 hours. Rest of the day you can go watch anything you want to do. But the good thing with the church is it's an emotional outlet. You can come and relieve your stress there. It does not judge. It's fun. It's understanding. So thank you. Cheers.
Imagine going through life with the mentality that no matter what life throws at me, I have the church behind me. I have Christ behind me. And above all, I have God. This connection only comes from the church. So in church is a place where you get to connect with the Lord spiritually. You get to learn more about your true being, and you get to grow your faith in the church. So this confidence I can only get this confidence from the church. Yeah.
From one to another one, we hear that there is a joy of being in the church, even if one is youth. There is fun in church also. Yes, I remember one of the word of Pope Francis on the, I don't remember exactly, but youth, live fully and explore your energy. And remember that Jesus also is your friend. From Lawrence, passed through Joanne and Delin, we get to know, or we understand that church is a place for the youth to be. A place where you found a friend, you have a good friend, and you have a good girlfriend, a boyfriend. Not usually in that other understanding, but a friend, a partner, whom you trust and who is true and sincere with you. And this pass through the platform the church is giving, and how the church is combining, is leading, is giving space for everybody, and especially a youth, to live fully their life and to have that strong connection with God. Thank you for this sharing. And the second question, I would like to ask you a word toward a friend, a classmate, brother, a sister outside.
Ask my fellow youth members in our meeting what joy they experience when they come to church. So some of them I wrote them down, and they include dancing, the choir, because form, devotions like the Divine Mercy and the Holy Rosary, because we also like doing it in style. And there's also the unity that we have between us. So if you miss other people, is that platform you come to meet them again. And also the activities in the youth. So for instance, there's a time we went to visit the children's home. They were the disabled children, and it was so much fun because we were able to bring out a good outcome as a group rather than being alone outside there. So next week we have planned for another fun activity, that is swimming, and you can hear these activities. Why not join the youth? Why not come to church and then find such platforms? These are just examples.
Let us re-examine why maybe you do not come to church. It might be an issue of an excuse, it might be laziness, it might be peer influence, or it might be your poor mentality in regards to the church. So I guarantee you lose more in following earthly pleasures than following the cross. I mean, over the week, maybe you are quite held up, you're quite busy. Maybe your job starts from 7, dies off at 5. On a Saturday, maybe you have plans. But on a Sunday, at least you can spare some time and do acts of kindness. You can come, pray your intentions, you can come, help, because we do we do social graces, like we go to hospices, maybe we see the sick. Last time we went to a disabled domain, and we talked to those children, and at least we did something to impact on the lives of others positively. So all these excuses that the church is boring, I think it's nothing but spectacular nonsense. Come and try and see how the church is, because I mean, it's faith. It's a matter of trial and error. You come and see, they say test and see how the Lord is good. Yeah. So with that few remarks, I hope you will join me next Sunday.
So for me, it's just to emphasize, you come, you taste and see for yourself and how good the Lord is good.
The only thing I'll say is that the church never challenges your thinking. The church helps you advance your thinking. As in, the church never constrains your freedom. After all, nothing has 100% freedom. Everything is limited. So if you think maybe the church is boring, I mean, even us youth, we drink politely, we club politely, we do, even us, we are maximized sinners, but at least we come to church to examine our conscience and help us become better people. So if you think the church can't help you, the church will help you a lot. It will help you spiritually, it will help you cleanse your conscience, and it will help you in the long run. It's more of a long-term goal, but if you change your mentality, you'll understand what I'm saying. Thank you.
There are so many people out there watching us, not only the youth. So there are others, maybe they are past the youth age, and they are wondering, what if I come to church? I just come for mass, maybe, and go home. They say when you're lighting a fire, there's a bundle of kuli, a bundle of sticks. So one stick it will light, yes, it will light the fire. But can you imagine putting all the sticks together? So when you come to church, you'll always find a place to belong. If you're a mama, there's CWA, a baba, there's CMA, there's also the YCW, Young Christian Workers, which is a bit past the youth. So all of us, not only the youth, we have a place in the church. So I'd say you're welcome to come to the church and be positive and experience the joy together. Thank you.
For me, I would like to say that you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain when you come to church. listen to the gospel, heed to the gospel, and lead a life like the life which Christ had lived.
Live a life that
Yes,
Christ himself has lived. It's a life of love. Shortly, is to bring joy, happiness, peace in life of somebody. Is what our friends here have shared with us. Thank you very much. And you also who are seeing or watching us, don't hesitate to join us, and together we share our challenges, we share our joys also. See you and the next time.